Okay, what we're about to do is remove the fairings on this 2007 Ninja 650R, and we'd like to replace the ballast on the high beam, which is not working. So first we remove the fairing, and here is a T25 socket, I believe. It's a Torx bit. Four of these screws, one on either side, or two on either side. So we've got the two inside fairings out, and now got the inner fairings off. We're going to remove the windshield. All of these have little plastic washers. Once again, maybe not all of them. I guess they do actually. All of them have little plastic washers to protect the plastic windshield, I guess. So I'm going to put those in my other pocket so that I don't mix them up. They're all looks like they're all about the same length, so, which is good. Okay, so this comes off. They set it aside carefully. Now we have to remove this inner binnacle thing, which is secured by two screws. One is a Torx, and one is a Phillips, and that may not be a factory one. That one on the other side is a Phillips. So remove this. Okay. And this one needs a Phillips. Now we see underneath the work of the darn previous owner. There are two ballasts here of different kinds for high and low beam. Looks like there is one slim kind, maybe one fat kind. Don't really know. And one of them is a 9006 bulb. One of them is an 87 bulb. 87 bulb is the OEM bulb, which fits. Its bayonet style fits in there, but the 9006 can be made to fit. It doesn't fit that well, but it works. Now the plan is, so these things, the new replacement bulbs, are like this. So this is the seal, the headlamp seal on each side, and it's supposed to prevent stuff from going into your headlamp assembly. Now the problem is that the connector, there's this connector, both ends of which need to be connected to the wiring in the motorcycle, but they're on opposite ends of this rubber seal. Actually, what you get from the bulb replacement guys is just this bit, not this part. This part comes on the motorcycle. So the problem is, this goes inside the headlamp assembly, but it needs to be connected to a connector outside. So the plan right now is to actually sever this guy, cut it, and wire up this section directly to the part that goes in the motorcycle. That's the plan. So this is the new one. I've got an old wiring on old piece of wire, from the old bulb, which I'm experimenting on now. Okay, so this binnacle comes off, two screws there. I'll set that aside carefully as well. So I've already attached I rewired or rearranged the wiring on the on the low beam last week, and this is where the ballast is. I plan to put the other new ballast over here and then wire it up to the high beam, and let's see how that goes. So what I've done is I put new spade connectors on the harness in the motorcycle, so that I can connect basically here's the ballast, and there's one connector which goes from the motorcycle to the ballast and another from the ballast to the bulbs. And for the motorcycle to ballast, I've taken this wire and put connectors, spade connectors at the end of it. So what the plan right now is to with double-sided adhesive, put the ballast over here, connect this guy over there, and then take this and put it connected to the bulbs which are over there. So that's the idea. So now I've put the double-sided adhesive pad on the ballast. I'm going to work it in here and stick it so that it stays flat. Let's see if I can do this. Okay. There. Okay, the ballast is in place here. We've stuck it back here. It's bigger than the other ballast, unfortunately. So mounted it somewhat differently. Actually, I guess it's in the same orientation so that less of it is exposed outside. And you can see it's a big fat ballast. Maybe it'll last longer because it's big and fat. But now we've connected the motorcycle harness to the ballast, and these connectors go in here. I've removed the little cylindrical box that the thing comes in, the bulb, and about to connect the bulb to the ballast. There's only one way, so you can't really make a mistake. And here we're ready to put that in carefully, being careful not to touch the bulb, as they tell you. And once again, this is an H4, or what is it, 9006 going into an H7 socket. It works, but not that well, honestly. Okay, start her up, I guess, and let's see if this works. High beam. Voila. So the thing to watch out for is that this connector here, it says plus and minus here. So plus is red, minus is black. It actually, the connector manages to go in both ways, so you have to be careful. So this guy over here. So there's a little nub here, so you should just remember to match that up. We didn't do that first time and it didn't work properly, or at all. Okay, we're inserting the bulb into the socket. So as we said before, it's a 9006 going into an H7 socket, but that's kind of sort of works. What I do is I put the rubber seal which comes with the bulb. I'm just gonna clip it right on top of that. There's a little clip there, and that goes in there, and with luck it just sticks there and holds the bulb in place. Maybe not. There. And just making sure that this guy sits properly. Okay. And then we put the rubber seal, the one that comes with the motorcycle, on top here. Nice and tight. There you go. And now for the ballast, which of course the double-sided sticky stuff that came with the thing, just a couple of re-sticks was all it managed, and now it won't stick anymore. So we're going to put our own double-sided tape on it and mount it here, back here.
Okay, go.
Okay, we've got the ballast now fastened to this instrument panel here, to the back of it, with new double-sided adhesive tape, this stuff, and a Velcro strap, which came with the bulbs. Now I've also zip tied the harness to the wiring to the frame here, so that it's kind of neat and tidy and doesn't hang down. I'm going to snip the ends of this somewhat long zip tie off. One more, and then we'll fire her up and one last test. Let's see if this all works.